So already started. Want to tell one thing important, guys. Attendance is only for tracking whether you are attending classes or not. That's the only one thing. But training is very important for both for your technical interview as well as to work in organization to learn next level. So training is very important. Okay. So do not skip trainings. So attendance is just for tracking whether you are attending regularly or not. Okay. So compulsory attend on time. Be there till the class completed. Anyway, so this is the first part. It is what is network? What is network? Network means it is a simple connection of two or more devices. Interconnection of two or more devices called a network. Okay. What is networking? You are already connected to devices or two or more devices. If you are able to communicate, you are communicating between those devices, interconnected devices, you are communicating, that is called a networking. Internetwork. What is internetwork? You have a network and there is some other network is there and other network is there. So different networks are there. You are connect these networks. That is called internetwork. Internetworking. So one network to another network, if you are able to communicate, that is internetworking. So I'm in one network. I can able to access google.com, facebook.com, youtube.com. Those are all in a different networks. I'm able to communicate. I'm able to communicate those different networks called internetworking. Okay. So best drawing tool is your paintbrush only, but I will try here. So think like these are the devices. Why people use the name devices instead of computers? Okay, so interconnection of two or more devices. So why devices? Because of nowadays, not only a computers, laptops, mobile phones, printers. Okay, those are all we can able to connect. So that's why it is interconnection. So I have taken a 3 devices that are make it little smaller because we need a little space more. So this is a just for our understanding. There is a switch or a hub. Okay, we are connecting these devices to like this. How you connect, that is depends upon how you put a topology, that is completely different. There is new message. Next. For example, this is PC A1. This is PC B1. This is PC C1. So this is a one network. So this is a simply can say a network. If this PC able to communicate this PC, then it is a networking. So this is a network and this is networking. I put a network 1. This is a one network, network 1. This is another network. This is another network. Okay, network 2. So, for example, this is a A2 PC. This is B2 PC, and this is C2. Okay, so this is another network. Okay, this is another network. Now two networks, two separate networks, two separate networks. So this is a one network, this is another network. If A1 able to communicate B1, so that is internetworking. Sorry, that is networking. Now this is two networks are there. So if A1 able to communicate A2, how they will communicate? There must be a internetworking connection is required. What I'm using a router. Okay, I'm connecting this router to here. So these routers are connect each other. Now this is internetworking. What is this? This is a router. Router symbolic representation is a round symbol. Of course, there is a icon symbols also there, but I am not doing that one. So that is for me it is enough. Router part. Okay. So this is what is this? It can be a hub or a switch. So to create a LAN network, we need a hub or a switch kind of stuff. So this is a one simple single network it is. Yeah, don't worry. So I will put, and this is another network. Okay. Now this is internetworking. Now, if you are communicating from you are able to communicate, this is a network. You are able to communicate A1 to B1. So that is networking. Internetwork also it is. If A1 can able to communicate A2, how it will communicate? First packet goes to hub. One second, I will go to back once. A1 is going to communicate B1. Packet go to hub, hub to B1. So this is internetworking. Now A1 or C1, we can take C1 easy. C1 want to communicate B2, for example. Okay. Then C1 send a packet to hub or a switch, then go to router, then router to this router, and this router to this switch. Finally, it reaches. What happened? The switch to router, router to this router, like this. Finally, it will reach. Okay. So this is internetworking. Statements are splitted now, Paula. Otherwise, you can add anything. So networking topic is started. So what is network? Interconnection of two or more devices is called a network. Communication between two or more devices is called a networking. Interconnection of two or more devices, interconnection of means connection of two or more networks is called a internetwork. Connection of two or more networks is called a internetwork. Communication between different networks called a internetworking. Guys, here I am writing again. The router is internetworking device. Router is a internetworking device. That's why we use a router to connect these different networks. Okay. A switch use it to create a network. Simple network. Not networking again. Okay. So this is it about your network. Guys, understand what is network, what is networking, what is internetwork, what is internetworking. Sheshadev. Very good. Guys, simple statements only, but at least you have to read once or twice, so then we can able to. In this diagram, I use this is a one network, this is another network, this is another network, but all these different networks connected through single router only. In our diagram, so I use two routers. For each network, there is a separate router. So I connect the routers, router to router, I connected it. So both are correct, both are internetworking only. Okay. Type of networks. Type of networks. What are the different type of networks are there? Different type of networks. So these different type of networks is designed based on the geographical range. Okay, geographical range manner only we have to discuss. Okay, so first one is LAN, CAN, MAN, WAN. These are the mainly four type of networks. Afterwards, there is from different type of networks also came, that is in some textbooks and some materials, some YouTube and all. But LAN, local area network, CAN, campus area network, MAN, metropolitan area network, WAN, wide area network. So four type of networks: local area network, campus area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network. Next one.
A question there.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, sir, there is a hub and switch and router. So these devices have kind of certain amount of range, like how many devices are connected with the hub and switch router or in a single go. Like,
Very
is
good, very
it?
good. Yeah. Hub only small type of networks like a 4 devices, 8 devices maximum. Not like a 24 switch port hub or 48 port hub, so won't be there. But switch having 8 port switches there, 16 port switches there, 24 port switches are there, 48 port switches are there, 72 port switches are there. One switch we can able to connect other switch, and then we can create a very large size of network, means very large number of devices we can connect with a switch. But
So
hub
router,
is limited.
okay, okay. So router is the same like hub, like it connects a few devices in one time.
No. Router we don't use, basically not for connecting devices, means like a computer and all, that is devices we don't use it. But router is basically from one network to another network. Like we are in a one network, right? We are connected to router to go communicate outside of our network.
Okay. So
Okay.
it has some limit, no sir? Like how
Router.
many should be connected to a router? Like it depends.
Router depends upon the ports. Basically, one network to another network. It's very simple to say one network to another network. It that too depends upon the directly connected networks. Like here, I use a router to connect three networks directly. Three
Okay.
networks directly connected router depends upon the router ports. But in mine, in this diagram, I connect one router to another router. Maybe a router can connect 3, 4 routers, depends upon their port connectivity, serial port connectivity,
Okay, sir.
serial and Ethernet ports. So router is both work in LAN and WAN communication. If you see, one connection is go to one switch, and switch is connected to multiple devices.
Yes.
It works like that only.
Okay.
Not router we don't use in LAN. Only pure LAN don't require routers. Switches are enough.
Also, so it also depends upon the how many ports are available in the router. Right.
Depends upon router model and the router port models also. Actually, I have a, Cisco packet tracer is there, but I that will confuse people. That's why I'm not going to.
Okay. Fine, sir. Fine.
Okay. Actually, from your batch onwards, I want to teach some the look better way kind of stuff. That's okay, no balance. So don't. It will take time. So our times are limited time only, right? Yeah, no problem. Guys, local area network. Okay, so I have a 10 computers or maybe a 20 computers in one room. I connected all these devices in a network, in a single network. So that is very simply a LAN. The LAN size can be a simple room, single room, or a simple room size, or it can be a one floor, or it can be a entire building. Okay, entire building. So 10 floors are there, all 10 floors, entire building is we call it as a one LAN. Okay, that is a geographical or a size limit of a LAN, local area network. As a geographically, I'm telling. Okay, later I will change the different ways, but currently it is geographical range. It is CAN, campus area network. What is campus area network? I have a campus like a college campus, university campus. Some companies are there now. For example, this is the problem. Some campuses like a local right? Infosys campus, TCS campus, Techem campus, HCL campus, Cognizant campus means it's a big area, multiple buildings, different buildings for different departments or different type of process. In college, universities, for example, you take a university, there is a administrative building is there. There is a principal office is like ECE department, electronics, electrical, computers department, mechanical department, civil department. This MBA people department is there, no management related department, science department, biology department, okay, oceanography department. So you can take university campus, college campus, different buildings, different departments. Each building is a LAN. When you combine all these LANs together, okay, and people can able to communicate within the campus, within the campus. So that is called a CAN. campus area network. So you can communicate from one building, one LAN to another LAN, but still we are communicating in geographically within the campus only, not outside of the campus. Okay, not from outside to inside, inside to outside, communication is not there. Only your limit is within the campus only. That is a campus area network. Next one is metropolitan area network. Okay. Next one is metropolitan area network. What is a metropolitan area network? If you take big cities, metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, these are the main four metropolitan cities. In with the competition, other cities also grown up. Like if you take Hyderabad, Bangalore, Pune, okay, so Nagpur. So maybe next Nagpur is one of the next level. We go with the bigger city range. Okay, so Ahmedabad, like Gujarat, some cities are become big cities. Okay, but majorly we have four metropolitan cities. We are calling. Remaining we call it as a cosmopolitan cities. Is there? Okay, so what sir it is? Metropolitan area network. So in metropolitan area network, different departments, different buildings are there. Water related, road related departments, mayor offices, corporate offices, okay, police stations, hospitals. There is all different buildings, different land communications are there. Whenever you connect all these strings together, within the city we can able to communicate. The geographical range of communication is within the city only. WAN network, metropolitan area network. Geographical range of communication between two users or two devices within the campus is called a campus area network. So LAN, so local area network. So the geographical range can be a single room range, or it can be a floor, or a maximum of single building. That is the geographical range of LAN communication. The next one is WAN communication, wide area network. Wide area network is a global network, means entire globe. Okay, so one complete geographical place to another different geographical place we can able to communicate. We are able to communicate google.com, gmail.com, facebook.com, youtube.com because of WAN connectivity. Of course, over internet is a public connectivity. Internet is a public connectivity. WAN in the sense both are there, private and public connectivity is there. Okay. For example, guys, we are in a 70s Hyderabad office. I am in a 70s Hyderabad office. In 70s Hyderabad, we have a servers. Okay. And in a New Jersey, we have a certain servers are there. In Exton, few servers are there. These servers directly communicate each other through WAN connectivity. Through WAN connectivity. Okay. So it's a WAN is a global network. So networks of network, global network. Okay. Entire global is a limit. Maybe in a future, so when we are communicating from globe, means our earth to some moon or Mars kind of stuff, maybe some different name will come. At present, we don't get any name. So these are the four major type of networks: LAN, CAN, MAN, and WAN. Wide area network, metropolitan area network, campus area network, LAN, local area network. Okay, very important one is LAN and WAN, local area network, wide area network. Because we are all in local, yourself, your laptop, your mobile phone, your desktop, all connected to one router, right? In your local Wi-Fi router. So you are in a LAN yourself, LAN. But when you are communicating from your network to outside of your network, like you are accessing google.com, facebook.com, youtube.com, means through internet you are going outside. Through your router only you are going outside communication. You are getting outside communication through that router only. But you are all connected through LAN. But all your devices connected through wirelessly, that is WLAN. That is WLAN, wireless LAN. Okay, so I'm adding that point here, guys. WLAN, wireless LAN. Okay, if you are connect the devices through a switch with wire connection, that is LAN connection. If you are connect the devices, the wireless devices, connect wireless devices. What is wireless devices? Mobile phones, laptops, right? Through who is sending this message? That is cables. Yeah, that I will go to the cable part. Will come back. Okay. Connect wireless devices with a wireless access point. Wireless AP or a wireless access point. We can connect wireless devices with a wireless access point. Then it is a WLAN, wireless LAN. Okay. So your mobile phone, laptops, you are connecting like that. Okay. Of course, you may get, sir, I am not using any wireless access point. I am using Wi-Fi router. Yes, because your Wi-Fi router is act like in so many ways. So one of the part is wireless access point. Okay. So while our Wi-Fi router works lot of things inside. So one of the thing is wireless access point. Next, guys, so recently some people added a different type of networks here, so that's why I'm also telling these things. PAN, personal area network, or PAN, go to PAN masala, that is PAN area network. So personal area network, home area network. Personal area network, nowadays people are wearing lot of smart devices like smart watches, smart glasses, smartphones, smart clothes, smart shoes, okay, smart helmets, smart bikes, right? So personal connectivity, in-person connectivity. My connections, my connect. I using a Bluetooth or Wi-Fi hotspots, we can connect. That is a personal area network. Home area network. Okay, home area network. So there is a lot of ANs are there, like a VAN, BAN. Yes, like there's so many ANs are there. Out of all ANs, I like these two things. That's why I put this one. Home area network, home automation. Like your smart TVs, you have smart LEDs, smart ACs, smart home appliances. We can say smart home appliances like refrigerators. Smart refrigerators are there. You got a Alexa devices, right? Alexa, Echo Dot, Google Home Next. So you can control through voice. Smart plugs, smart plugs. If you are a device is not a smart one, then you can put a one smart plug for it. So you can control through your mobile phone, okay, or you can control through your Alexa devices. So you can give voice command also, like a turn on, turn off kind of stuff. Okay, that is a complete home automation. Okay, that is home area network. So we are making we are making a home automation. Okay, so it is not about home automation. Entire home, the home related devices, your mobile phone, your laptops, your smart TVs, we can able to connect all these devices as a one single network. That is a home area network. So the limitation is home. PAN limitation is personal. Home limitation is you're at home. Okay, so these two things. Next one is you may seen this kind of stuff like a SAN, storage area network. Guys, storage area network, it is not any kind of network. It is related to the storage solutions. It is an enterprise solution. It is not common for a public or any other people. This they use in companies, organizations, enterprise level of storage solutions. They use a SAN storages, storage area network. Okay, not the directly for a common public people, so they don't use any SAN storages. So these are the things, different type of networks, local area network. Simple terminology, LAN, it is a local. Okay, LAN is a local and it is a your private network. Okay, campus, within the campus, the network range is within the campus. MAN, metropolitan area network, within the city. Limitation is WAN, wide area network. WAN, it is a wide area network. It is a global network. Of course, public means in the sense it is both private type WAN is there, public type WAN is also there, but I have given only public name. What is the example of storage area network? Actually, storage area network itself, a storage solution. Okay, so what they use, they have a storage devices like this, like a disk devices are there, and storage servers are there, and fiber optical switches are there. Okay, because entire communication through fiber optical cables only, because of it is a large number of storages there, and they will connect like this in a mesh topology type. Mesh topology means every device is connected to all other devices, like that it will connect. So one is storage base, and another side storage base will be there, storage servers are there, and fiber optical switches, fiber optical cables. So this is the SAN network. So for a block level storage, okay, huge amount of data is stored in the storage area networks, SAN, and it is a block level storage, means different servers are running, the servers data stores in the SAN. Okay, that is a SAN. That's a publicly, we cannot say any example. Yeah, you know, NetApp is also providing storage area network solutions. IBM providing EMC storage solutions like that. SAN storages. Okay, guys, intranet. What is intranet? What is internet? Usually, I will tell about this intranet and then default gateway. Then, yeah, we are in the right track only, so we are not missing. I will tell you this once, and second time also I will tell SOHO. Okay, what is intranet? Internet, guys. You are accessing your PC, like you are accessing your laptop from your mobile phone. Both are in the same network. Both are in the same network. Then it is a intranet. We can make it small. This is a hub or a switch. I am telling in a wide manner, guys. So do not say like, sir, I am using a Wi-Fi. Okay, I am telling in a simple wide manner. For example, this is my server A, which is my web server. I'm practicing web server application kind of stuff. It is my web server. Okay. It is, yeah. Personal area network. There is no example. Yeah, personal area network already I told. Okay, personal area network already told. You have a smartwatch, smartphone. You are connected to smartphone, smart glasses. Okay, these are all personal area network. Yeah, you are present already given attendance. Please check your monitor. For example, this is a PCA. This is my PCB and PCC. For example, just for example, these are the some devices we are using. Okay. So here, look at here. PCB is trying to access web page from server A, like this. Okay. So it want to access from server A. How it will access? First packet go to the switch. Okay. From switch to server it will reach. Right. So this is called a intranet. Intranet. For example, PCB to PCC. PCB to PCC. PCB will send a packet then to the switch to no. This is the column. Okay, so this is PCB to PCC. So within the LAN, I am communicating. This is a simple LAN communication. This is called a intranet. Your server or your devices are in your own local network. You are communicating outside. You don't require a communication outside. Within the local LAN network, we are able to communicate. Guys, understand this is intranet. This is intranet. Then what is this internet? For example, somewhere this google.com is there. Somewhere in the world, google.com is there, right? www.google.com or facebook.com or youtube.com, whatever it is. Okay, this is a google.com is there. Now, this google.com, somewhere it is located, not here. So you have to connect to through the internet only. You have to access this google.com through internet. How you connected to internet? There is a internet service provider is there. Okay, there is a ISP, internet service provider. This internet service provider make you connect to the internet. But how to connect this ISP? You need two devices. Of course, yeah, same thing only. I just misfired. So we need a modem to connect internet through ISP, or anyway through ISP only we are connecting, not directly. So to connect internet, so what we need a modem. So this is entirely public network. Modem to ISP, ISP to outside network. This is completely public network. It is a public and it is a internet. What network it is? It is a public network. Internet is a public network. This is your private network. This is a private. This is public. Okay. So, and both are different networks. Both IP addresses wise, it is different network. How we are connecting between these two things is okay. So through router, which connects two different networks. Router. Yeah, we cannot type router, so it's just with a symbol only. Okay, guys, remember when we are communicating outside of the network, we have to go through this router only. Okay, for example, this PCA want to communicate google.com. PCA want to communicate google.com. PCA send a packet to this switch to this router interface, and router will direct modem, ISP, and there is a lot of routers in this internet. Okay, the internet and ISP having so many routers. Finally, it reaches google.com. Okay, so this is how it is connected. So to communicate outside of the network, what we need a router, modem, and through ISP can able to get. To communicate within the LAN, we don't need these routers kind of stuff. This is a default gateway. What is the default gateway? That is a default gateway because not only APC, BPC, CPC, DPC, whatever it is, if they want to communicate outside of the network, they have to go through this default gateway. Okay, A to B communication, we don't need a router, we don't need a default gateway because they are directly connected to a switch. But PCA to google.com, PCA to youtube.com, PCA to any outside of network, it has to go, the packet has to go through default gateway. Okay, so that is the exit one. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Intranet, internet. What is intranet? It is local, your private. So you don't require internet to access your LAN kind of intranet devices. Yeah, here I given separately small with the highlighted one. This is a local network. When you are communicating outside of your networks, you have to go through this default gateway. Common question, default gateway. What is a default gateway? Is very common question. That's why given. Even you're checking an IP address, you can see there is a default gateway IP address. What is the default gateway IP address? What is the IP address of this one? The router this side, LAN side. What is this IP address? That IP address is our default gateway IP address. Guys, default gateway does not mean router. Router act like a default gateway, but there's a default gateway devices, default gateway IP addresses are different. But at present in our home network, and generally this is how our SOHO home network it is there. What is SOHO? Small home, small office, home office. Okay. So when we require to communicate outside of the network, from our LAN network to outside of our LAN network, we need to send packets through the default gateway. Our router is also act like a default gateway. So the default gateway IP address is our router IP address, means towards the LAN communication. Guys, understand up to here?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the basic requirement. I will give you a break now. So these are the basic requirements to form a network. Like you are using a network and you are communicating in the network. What are the things are required? Okay, what are the things are required? First one is every device has to connect. Like every device has to connect to the network. The device required an NIC. To connect the devices, we need a cables. To connect the devices, we need a certain devices like a routers, switches, hubs are required. So these are the device connectivity, like a network purpose. We can to create a network. These three things are important. Cables, certain media, some Wi-Fi kind of stuff is also there. Then wireless kind of connectivity. Wide connectivity, of course, different type of cables are required. NICs, network interface cards. Like you are using a mobile or a laptop, you are connected to your Wi-Fi router through NIC. There is a adapter to connect from your device to networking device. Okay, and different networking devices are required. So sometimes we need only hub, sometimes we need a switches, sometimes routers, sometimes Wi-Fi routers, wireless access points, modems are required for connecting internet, right? These are the devices. Protocols. To communicate in the network, we need these two things. First of all, IP addresses. IP address is required. Logical addressing is required. I want to talk to someone. For example, I will pick a name. So Varun is there. So I want to talk to Varun. So how to talk? I have to address the person, right? Have to address the person. So Varun, what are you doing? Varun, did you understand? Okay, so we need a addressing to communicate from one device to another device. The device has to address. Two address is required, from address is required. No address, no communication, right? So that is, we need a IP address to communicate. Next, we need a protocol. What is this protocol? What is your communication? Guys, I'm accessing a web access, right? This is a web browser. I'm accessing a website. So I use a protocol called a HTTPS protocol. I'm using HTTP or HTTPS protocol. So then the server will understand what is your request. For example, I'm sending a request, SMTP request. SMTP, it's a mail related request. POP3 request, mail related request. NTP request, time related request. Okay, so NTP. Kerberos, LDAP, authentication related request. My system configured with IP address from my DHCP server. So that is a DHCP protocol. And my laptop need an IP address. My adapter need an IP address. So I use a DHCP server to DHCP server give an IP address to me, but I have to use DHCP request. DHCP understand. DNS. I open a w3schools.com, but I don't know IP address of w3schools.com. But who is giving this IP address? DNS server. So what protocol I have to use? DNS protocol. Okay. So to communicate in the network, different type of communications we are doing, not only just web browsing guys, we are doing lot of type of communications through network. Okay. So different type of protocols are required for a different type of requests. So these are the basic requirement in the networking. Next one we are going to discuss about from starting NICs. What is NIC? What is a MAC address? How to check the MAC address? And also I will tell what is IP address, how to check IP address. Then we also will going to see what are the different cables we are using in the network. And if possible, I will tell topologies. Yeah, attendance is done. So Nikhil Pandey, I asked Nikhil Pandey so many times. Nikhil.
Actually, a network issue is going, so that's why I've just.
No problem. This is Nikhil.
Thank you, sir.
So what is DNS? Guys, again I'm telling, so I will tell it once more also, no problem. DNS, domain name system. Simple to understand. So what is DNS server and all, I'm not talking. It is simple to understand. All communications by IP address. Remember, this is few mantras are there. What is that? Always remember those things. Mantra means that one. All communications by IP address. We cannot communicate with other means. We cannot communicate with MAC address. We cannot communicate with the name also. All communications by IP address only. Like your mobile phone, your mobile calling, you are doing callings, right? Telephone calls or mobile phone calls using mobile phone number only. But how many telephone numbers or mobile phone numbers you can remember? Maybe one or two, your friends, maybe your girlfriends, your boyfriends, or maybe your parents, maybe sisters or brothers, kind of stuff. One or two phone numbers only maximum you can remember. 5 maximum. Okay. So recently I can't remember any one phone number because everybody phone number having two numbers. I have two phone numbers. One number is I can remember. Second number I forget already. Okay. 2, 3 numbers. So whole numbers are completely gone in mind. I give only one phone number, primary number I can remember, right? So what we are doing, we'll create a contact list. In mobile phone, we create a contact list. So in the contact list, what we put name and a phone number. So when you want to call, you open a name and you press the call button. Then call goes with the name number only. Same way, DNS servers also works like that. DNS server contains different the domains and the domain under domain host names are there. www.google.com, mail.google.com, docs.google.com, meet.google.com. Okay, so many google.coms are there. No? Meet.google.com is there. Okay, so like this. So different servers, different hosts, their IP addresses stored in DNS. When I open like this, okay, so what it is, www.w3schools.com. Request go to DNS server. The DNS server returns me IP address of www.w3schools.com IP address. Okay, so .com IP address. So again, so what is DNS server will do? Your PC will send a request to the DNS server. I want an IP address of www.w3schools.com, www.facebook.com, youtube.com, www.youtube.com, studio.youtube.com, studio.youtube.com, like that. So it will send a request. What is DNS server will do it? It will give you IP address of w3schools.com or facebook.com or studio.youtube.com or www.youtube.com or a mail.google.com. Okay, like that it will give you an IP address. Now you got an IP address, then you will communicate with the IP address. Will communicate with the IP address. This is what DNS means. Varun already given present so many times. Okay. So next Rohit also present. I don't know what people are doing while I'm giving attendance. Okay. And I re-verified also, right? I re-verified those people are I didn't get, like a Saurabh Singh, Ritik Chauhan, Rajak Kumar Upadhyay. I put a leave because still joined or not, I don't know. He's unable to join as he sent a message in group. That is good. Pranjal, Prabhat Kumar, Narendra Verma, Vasim Raja, Mayank Rastogi. Mayank Chaudhary came, but Rastogi I don't know. Bhavita Sahu and Amit Kumar Achincha. These people are missing as per my list. Sorry. To stop recording.